Good morning, people. I have a bad case of ADHD, and I can't stay still for longer than 5 minutes without moving. I kid you not. This even applies when I'm asleep. My mind is constantly racing with ideas of how much I have to go through to get to that next level. I am consistently thinking of ways to succeed, and the only way that this can happen is with tremendous growth and a whole lot of moving. Simply put, I am so self-driven that after I create something that may help get me to the next level, I'm already in the midst of creating something that may help me get to the next level. I can't help it. I have to succeed. I will succeed. I am succeeding. Today's topic is on using obsession to drive you. Have you ever been so focused on something that you could not focus on anything else around you? I mean, you are so channeled into reaching, acquiring, and completing an act that you are willing to sacrifice any and everything to do so. Well, this, my friends, means that you are obsessed. Listen up, people. You need to get obsessed about the things you want and need to accomplish in your life. You need to be so obsessed about it that nothing that gets in your way will ever be big enough to completely stop you. Obsession or oppression. You make the choice.
First Cupkc, unique, hustle hard music, yeah. First Cupkc, start your day off with a cup of Joe and positive convo. First Cupkc, shine a light on the ones that work hard from Kansas to the Mo. First Cupkc, motivate, educate, inspire the youth to be great. First Cupkc, believe in yourself is the key to make a change. It's never too late. First Cupkc. This broadcast is a No Solutions podcast production. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, I have a duo, a trio. Should I say trio? Because it's a duo trio. Yeah. But I have two very hard workers. That's the first guy. He's helped me with my podcast career, and he's really helped it. He's put up with a lot of my stuff, put it like that. But he's also helping his father do the exact same thing. Here representing the Big Modcast, son and father duo, Mario Jr. and Marcos.
What up, everybody?
What's up?
What up, everyone?
Dude, I see y'all repping big. Y'all repping big. The Big
Modcast.
Man, the shirts.
Y'all got it chested, right?
Yep.
Chested and invested, right?
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Always trying to represent, yeah.
You are, man. That's big representation, man. I love the design. I love the color. See, I went to school for business and science marketing. Uh-huh. So when I see things that's catchy, man, that's catchy.
And of course, you old school. You know what? You know where that logo's looking.
You keep it real.
Yeah, you know.
No, man, but before, because I want to talk about the podcast you guys are doing. Okay. It's really interesting, man. Very, very interesting, man. And I like the story, how you guys are going with it. But before we even get into that, I want the audience to know a little bit about who. Everyone knows who Marc is, and I know you guys got this podcast series going on. But for the people who aren't following the podcast, which will probably be following it after this episode, hint, hint, you guys tell the audience a little bit about who you guys are and how you came to doing the Big Modcast.
Okay. Hola a todo mi gente. Oh, wait, we doing Spanish or English?
We doing...
No. Todo mi gente, me llamo Marc Garcia Jr., and this is mi hijo Marcos. No.
I like that, dude. So can I get you to go back and forth, though?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You know, the story is I didn't teach my kids Spanish. So
we don't know Spanish.
They're all upset.
No, we didn't. I mean, just because if we would have stayed, they moved over into Johnson County when we were little. So chances are if we would have stayed over in the hood we were in, we would have learned. Oh, but we grew up around an area where we didn't need it. Yeah. So, I mean...
just put that on blast right from the jump of the episode, huh?
Well, let that tell you just a little about what we do on our podcast. It's a lot of bickering for one, but it's a lot of memories, just like that.
Yes.
So our podcast, the Big Modcast, it's mod, M-O-D. Memories often disappear.
Memories
we got,
often
but you know,
disappear. Let that sink in for a minute, y'all.
you know,
Memories often disappear.
yeah. So that's
Who
what
came up with that?
You know
Well-
what? It's actually the wife did.
Really?
Yeah, because we were trying to come up with an acronym for MI. Let's do, you know, I thought maybe memories often dissolve. And then she's like, you know what? Memories often disappear. It's, you know, and it makes sense.
Yeah,
and
it does.
it's true.
So what's the definition of the memories often disappear?
So I guess the definition would be like the background behind it is because, you know, like personally, we go through, you know, as people get older, Alzheimer's is like a big part of life. Well, currently right now, my grandmother, my mom's mom, she herself is dealing with dementia.
Right.
And so, you know, it's really taking a toll on her, you know, forgetting. And so like my dad and them, even, you know, he himself is not the youngest anymore. So even, you know.
So he's not a spring chicken.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
the
You know what?
memory
And-
sometimes.
And it's crazy because, I mean, honestly, yeah, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. And of course, I'm blaming concussions. I grew up playing a lot of street football, you know, when you just get the
We
boys in
rough
the backyard.
Yeah, we rough, man.
You know,
The
and
sports ain't the same, though.
Right,
They
you know,
get hit on the field, but getting made millions of dollars. Oh,
right, yeah,
I
you know,
can't play. Take me out.
and
Like,
you know, my family, the Garcia side, we have a fast pitch softball team, and I was getting concussions there too. You know, whether I did them to myself or I'm running the pads, I'm getting hit. You know, it's just So a lot, I blame that. I'm losing my memory a little bit, but you know what? Doing this podcast is gonna help. You know, maybe one day I get some grandkids and they'd be able to go back and listen to what we used to talk about, and you know,
Or you
hopefully
yourself. I mean, one day when you're 90 and you can't remember
True. Yeah.
just, you know, the past 20 years and it's all recorded. We have it all
yeah.
It's all documented.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know.
And so on your show, you guys, your guests, all the content of your guests are family and friends and and people associated somewhere in the circle of the connection of like related relationship.
We do that, you know, because at the same time, I like to we're trying to put our episodes onto, we have a family a Facebook page that we're trying to add them onto there as well.
Yeah.
So that way the family in Texas, the family in California, family in Hawaii, they could just go to our family Facebook page and say, oh, look, they shot an episode and let's see what they're talking. Oh, they're talking to, you know, cousin Jaime or, you know, oh, yeah, I remember his buddy Greg from back in the day. Let's see what they need to talk, what they're going to talk about.
That's neat.
And, you know, and I'm getting a lot of feedback and people are like, man, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember when you used to do that. I remember when you had a go-kart. You know, I remember when we used to play baseball there at Franklin Center was where we grew up on the playground. You know, and it's awesome, you know, and I don't know if you ever noticed the background of behind Marc and I, we have a mountain with a star on it, and that's from El Paso, Texas.
Yeah, that's where you,
You know,
guys.
and that's where my summers were growing up. My mom had family in El Paso, Texas. We would travel every summer, you know, spend a whole month there. You know, my dad would take a month vacation. I would take homework if it was during the school year, like Christmas time. We'd go. Yeah, I mean, El Paso is just, you know, I used to say back in the day, if I had to leave Kansas City, I would go to El Paso, Texas.
Go back home.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's going good. Marcos is, you know, a big part of this. And I'm having a lot of fun, Chuck. I really am.
you guys, I know you guys.
You know,
having
this
fun.
is
I'm following.
this is something that I've wanted to do from back in the day. Back in the 90s, I used to listen to talk radio. I'd sit at my desk and just listen to XM radio.
Yeah,
You know,
and it's you know, it was crazy, Mario. We have opportunities now that we didn't have when we were growing up. I remember sitting on Christmas, and this is recent. This is like one of my last memories of seeing someone enjoy memories. My wife and her mom and dad, they, you know, her mom had all these beta tapes.
Okay.
And oh man, we got around Christmas time a couple years ago, and they started popping these beta tapes in, and I mean, I literally got to see these kids when, whoa. And this is a part that I wasn't around to see all of this stuff, but just to see all of the reactions that they had and the memories that they were able to relive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's gone now. You know, you don't see people beta taping. Everything is just instant now. You know, it's you flash it and the moment it's gone. But you guys have created a podcast that's kind of like a journal.
Correct. Yes.
And this thing like literally documented stuff already.
Right.
You know, because not only are you creating a memory by even creating it, you're creating a memory about memories. Mm-hmm. And it's like you're digging deep down farther than, and it's just crazy how this technology is able to do it.
We can do that kind of stuff.
And we're kind of lucky because, you know, the younger ones underneath us are so innovative that they basically helped hand it to us. Mm-hmm. So, dude, I remember when Marc and Eastside told me that you said you were thinking about doing it. And I was like, dude, that would be badass.
Yeah.
And now I see you guys are episode 8?
No, actually, we just started. We ended with our episode 12, and then we went into a new season.
Okay,
yeah. So we just started. Season 2.
Season 2. Mm.
Yeah,
that's deep, man.
So so we just shot an episode, and then
So which this episode will be out on Saturday, the whatever that is, and the 28th, I think 27th, 28th, and then ours will come out that following Tuesday, the 30th.
Yeah.
So watch out for that. Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays 9 a.m. for the Big Modcast. Yeah.
So you are the host, you are co-host.
Yes.
And then not only do you have father and son, but you also have your other son.
Yeah.
That's helping out too.
I have my youngest son, Chris.
Can I get
Chris
a shout out?
Noach.
Can I get a shout out? What up?
What up, Chris?
He doesn't currently have the microphone like he has on ours, but he is currently helping out right now as well. Because usually I'm running these episodes, so he's got him.
Yeah, that's Chris Noach. The man on the Wheel of Steel. Yeah, he really.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. You guys got everybody working. You got your boys, man.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's fun having the three of them, and I'm glad Chris is able to help us out with your episode today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I wanted to get you guys in a couple of weeks ago, but everything happens, man. I just it'll be happening.
No, totally understand me. You know,
so you guys recently traveled to New York, right?
Yeah, we did that a couple.
How was this? So the whole family traveled?
Yep.
Actually, we did. Yeah, my oldest son lives in Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
And we took the opportunity because I believe he's planning to come home probably within the year or so.
Oh, he's in school up there.
He's working up there. So we're like, you know what? Sandy and I, my wife, we said, you know what? We need to get the family together. Let's take a trip to visit the older brother.
That's what's up.
Enjoy some time there in D.C. and do things, there in D.C., go check out the monuments, go check out the Smithsonian's and check out, what else do we do up there?
I mean, besides just D.C., we went to New York as well.
So we started in D.C., then we went up to New York City.
The Empire, Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, we got to see all the monuments there.
Yep.
You got to see this. Did y'all go out on the island?
Yeah, we went out there.
Mm. Man, boy.
Yeah, took the little boat.
The
ferry ride.
I ain't been able to make it that way. I think I'm going next.
Oh, you need to.
We just came from seeing Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that a few years back.
Yeah, we did that
a
few
few
years
ago.
Right? Like, just driving, and all of a sudden you see it in the distance, and you're like, there it is.
Yeah, like boom.
Yeah,
like,
and while we were there, we're like, you know what? Let's keep going. Let's go to Wyoming. Let's go up to see the Devil's Tower. You familiar with the Devil's Tower?
Yeah, we didn't make it to the Devil's Tower, but my daughter, she cut off. We were in an RV. Okay. So to keep the gas low.
Right. Yeah.
We kept going, but they jumped off and went into the Badlands.
Okay.
So it was 107 degrees out on the interstate.
Man.
But as soon as they turned into the Badlands, that's all rock. Right. That's all cracked. That's like, it's crazy. The sun is pretty sure you guys seen it.
Yeah, we drove through there ourselves. Yeah,
we've been through there.
Man, you can't build nothing out there. It's just like
it's prairie. It's straight prairie. I mean, like literally prairie dogs out there.
Yeah, we saw the prairie dogs just running around and
just dirt.
Man, it's crazy. But yeah, that's definitely something that I would love to do. I would love to be able to go, and I think I'm going to go. I think that's going to be my next trip.
Cool.
I love it, man.
Good luck with that. Yeah, it's awesome. We stayed there in the city. Did the Times Square. You know, checked all that out. And
Times Square, the Central Park. That's awesome. Walk the whole thing.
You walked the whole.
Yeah, we started one, ended up at the other.
No gas murders, no bodies.
No,
you didn't see anything.
Not during the day. I mean, probably at night. There's too much.
it doesn't matter what time of the day.
We didn't see any. I didn't see any rats. I was surprised I didn't see any rats. To be honest.
Yeah. No, they're usually
cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was a good trip, fun trip.
Yeah. What I learned that nobody works in New York. Either.
What do you mean?
Well, because we went to the Central Park. There was the entire city was there. It's like, who's working? Yeah. There's like literally you see people playing softball leagues. Someone is. I mean,
hell, it was in the afternoon and there was softball games going on.
It was like
It was a Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
During the week, and everybody
those
just having
were
a
the
good time.
people that choose to live.
Right?
I'm telling you, man, I get so bogged up in work sometimes and I forget and I be like, what am I doing? I gotta go. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta find some kind of way to scrape up a couple $1,000s, man, and roll out. And that's what I do.
Yeah.
But dude, before I forget,
What's up?
you guys have been doing so good with getting your guest on the show. I mean, you keep it. I mean, the stories you guys have you keep things interesting. Those are local people.
Yeah.
Are you guys thinking about incorporating the Zoom to get some people that's
I don't know, yeah,
out of the
you know what? Actually, I have a friend in Arizona that I would like to get him on Zoom, but then he told me he was coming in for a few Chiefs games. You know, so I think I'm going to get him in the studio. But he is well known in the Tex-Mex music industry.
Really?
Yeah. And he's already
live perform here.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be sick.
He's actually said, he says, hey, you know, there's this guy and this guy, all these, you know, Tex-Mex performers that you know and you grew up to. I know them. I get them on your show if you want. You want to talk to them? We can either do the Zoom or just phone, or if they ever come into town for a fiesta here, you know, come in and talk.
Heck yeah, man.
And, you know, and I'm going to start spreading it around. Yeah, I started off with family and friends, but I'm going to start bringing in people. I would love for you to join us one day. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know about this rapper guy that, you know, I'd like to check some of that out, man.
Hey, man, I was a stage guy.
There you go, man. That's dope.
I definitely was on stage a lot. I was one of the people in the city who actually started getting other people to want to leave and experience stages outside of the city. So we would hit all other smaller towns up, and then we started hitting up cities outside of the state. And it was pretty. The craziest thing about it is one night I spent with Too Short. Me and one of my buddies, Diamonds, one of my other guys who was with us, Trillo G, shouts out y'all. I mean, we had a nice little group going, and we were making some mixtapes, and in the city of Lincoln and Omaha, Nebraska, we were actually getting some traction.
Okay.
We ran across Too Short because one of my girls was working in the mall up in Lincoln, Nebraska, and she, man, I mean, she was set. She was set right.
Okay.
And rappers.
Yeah, they like that.
When you set a certain way, it's gonna draw their attention.
Yeah, right.
So we got into that little entourage because he was basically interested in the girl.
Right.
But with that opportunity, we still got in, and we were supposed to be doing some stuff. Got indicted the next morning, like literally.
Really
indicted and shipped off to jail, and that was the last opportunity. So when I got, it was, I mean, this guy was like, dude, he listened to all our stuff. We spent the whole night he had 2 16-passenger vans with his entourage in one, and us and him and a couple other, Too Short had 2 nephews that was in the entourage, Bishop and Crump. I don't know if anybody really knows who they are, but they were big in Atlanta. Okay. But they were in the van with us too. And dude, this man was talking about signing his mixtape deal. You guys are nice, and man, it was looking up. I'm like, dude, that's it. We finally got the eye of somebody that's got some move makers. He can make some moves. Nope. God said, nope. Let me take that opportunity away from you real quick. I'm going to sit you down. I'm going to sit you down, and you're going to think about it for some years. And then I'm going to let you get another run at it, and we're going to see how good you do. Here I am. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, dude, I took the stage a lot, man. I love the life. Don't get me wrong. Right. It was fast. It was rewarding in so many different ways, but I mean, there's good with bad. You know, there's so much envy. You know, you got so much envy around you, and then you also got people that look at you and they think that you have this amount, and you really don't. It's just the glamour that makes it look like you want it. So,
it's funny too, because Dad, like, for anybody, go check out one of our most previous episodes of the first season, episode 12. I don't know if you had seen it, check, but we have our guest Joe Spinello, who's actually our sponsor. The liquor store owner.
You want to give him a shout out right quick?
Shout out to Joe Spinello. He owns a Moonlight Liquor. He's our sponsor out in Gardner, Kansas. And he's a real cool guy. And man, that guy has some stories to.
I like Apple Crown, man. That's all I want out of this. No.
He like I said, he's a really, really good guy.
But the point I'm getting at is, like, he himself has had a very interesting life as well. And Chuck, Chuck was also considering writing a book, because we did, like, this entire time we were talking to this guy, like, this guy has story after story. He's like, hey, Joe, write a book, man. Write a book. And I know you've had interest as well, because we even said to him,
I should have him on the show one day. He can tell it.
Very interesting story.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about it, I know I don't like to take the shine away from other people, because we all live a life, and it's all a story. We all have crazy stories. Now, some people might have a lot more they overcome physically, but then some people, they mentally go through a lot of stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we all got our different battles, but it's always good to hear stories like that. People that go through this crazy crap, and when everyone else counts them out, they some way, fashion, and form find a way to rise up out of it. Right. So if this is that type of guy, man.
Yeah. Exactly what he did.
I gotta have him on. Somebody gotta hear his story.
And he's still moving forward, and he knows a lot of people, and he's said he's gonna try to get us some guests as well, and I'm hoping to get Trent Green.
Oh man, Trent.
I'm hoping to get Trent Green in. He said he'll help me with that. He's a good friend with Trent Green, so I'm like, I'll talk to Trent.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
You mean I'll talk to Trent? I'll sing to Trent. Trent.
Yeah, I actually met Trent last winter out in Chicago. We're in a volleyball. My daughter's in a volleyball tournament. He walks right by me, and we kind of like. He said, "What's up, Mod?" I said, "What's up, Trent?" Oh, wait, he don't know me that well. I said, "What's up, Trent? My name's Mario Garcia."
He said, "What's up, Mod?"
Yeah,
no, I didn't say that.
I thought I heard him say Mod.
He almost said it, man. He almost said it.
Yeah. So, no, he seemed like a real cool guy. We were talking about our kids, our daughters playing volleyball, and I said, "You know what? I'll be seeing you around." So, if I can make
seeing him around on that podcast, the episode, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's. Hey, you know, I learned one thing. When you say something's gonna happen, or you have it up here enough, it'll happen. So
we'll see how that goes. But
I mean, like Esai. Remember back in the old studio, you were like, he always wanted Old Tech to be a guest on the podcast.
I mean, shoot, well, I mean, I don't know if we need to should probably divulge too much into the idea.
That ain't what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm talking about the when he came.
Oh, when he came to the grand opening.
Yes,
yeah.
This man.
Yep.
He wanted him to be a guest on the show back, and it's because No Solutions production company used to be No Solutions podcast.
Right. We were just a platform on on streaming, and now
they looked at their podcast like we are Kansas City.
Right.
So since we are Kansas City, we have to have Kansas City's very own on the show. And what more person than Tech? And this is what Esai always wanted. He really wanted this guy on it because of that reason right there. Well, he didn't get him on an episode on a show, but dude, when these guys open up their production studio, who walks through the door? You know what I'm saying? You ask for stuff, you might not get it in the form that you wanted. It just might come better and then go better, and then you just never know. The opportunities are limitless. You know what I'm saying? So with you guys starting off doing this little podcast, and you starting with your kids, and you're doing it with you're doing it with your children.
Yeah.
You know, that means a lot, dude. That's deep. You know, and that's real deep.
That, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, the opportunities. What that does is that opens up the door for your family to see how connected you guys are.
Yeah.
And it'll go a lot farther. You guys are teaching, setting the stage, setting the standard, which, man, I'll take my hat off. If I had a hat on, I'll be taking it off right now. But
Yeah, I'll take
Marc,
it off for you, man.
dude, I got to talk about this. You're freaking superstar, man.
Oh yeah,
We're working on it. That's
yeah.
the plan.
You were on TV this past week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God, man, you gotta tell me about this, man. You gotta tell me, because you look good when I say, like, Marc did it. He made it to the big screen halftime show.
Yeah, no, that's the part, because, you know, for anybody who's listening, I've talked about it before, but I do modeling and commercial work as well. That was that was a commercial I shot back in early May. Like, it was a while ago. And like
This year?
It was this year. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you made it sound like it was 5-6 years ago.
No.
That's fresh, man.
No, this was pretty recent. But for the whole time, like, ever since we shot it, like, for the while, I was just wondering, like, okay, I had no idea when it was gonna air. Like, the whole time, I'm like, okay, is it gonna air? I may not see it, but maybe I'll look it up, and eventually someone will tell me. I really didn't put two and two together. I forgot that the Kansas City Chiefs were sponsors for our Community America Banking.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, actually it was that last Sunday. So when they played the first preseason game, I was out golfing, and I get a text from my mom. She's like, "Hey,
You're on TV, son."
I'm like, "What? It's on the Chiefs game? Are you serious?" And then I see other people on Facebook start posting, like, "Hey, is that my nephew? Is that my cousin on TV?"
Yeah, I even got a text from your mom that day too. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, she sent me a text. Said, "Look who's on TV." I was like, "What?"
I was
Nope.
like, I know. And
Made it to the big league.
Yeah, and then I had to do a confirmation, because the other day when they had played, it played again. So now I know, like, the entire season, that same commercial play every Chiefs game. So that's where I'm like, all right, that's dope.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
That's prime time. So
Yeah, I know.
ladies and gentlemen, you need a model, I got him on my show right here. Bingo.
Yes,
can
we
I
are.
Can I get a big
We're
mod?
right here.
Can I get a Big Mod signed shirt or something? I mean,
Yeah,
if we're gonna be looking up here in the next couple, so you're the manager.
call me that. Yeah,
You're Joe Jackson.
I'm gonna be gentle and nice to my kids.
Joe boy, Joe. No, Joe.
Yeah, Joe was something else. But I mean, he got them on track. But you know what?
He got him on track.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's too much though. We gonna get off old Joe though. No, man. Yeah, but I love how the community is coming together. Like I said, you got your friends sponsoring the show. You got your kids helping out. You got your one of your kids doing the DJ mixing in the background. You got one
He's
co-host.
the man on the wheels of steel.
Yeah, man, that's neat, man. So what does the future look like for Big Modcast?
Well, I want this to keep going as far as we can go. You know.
So
like I said, this is something.
Are you gonna ever give up the chair and pass it on? Is that the thing?
Hell no. This is my chair. It's my throne.
You keeping that?
I'm keeping the throne.
And when the throne is gone, it's gone.
Yep. Give me another throne. I'm gonna stay on it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna keep talking and as much as I can. Like I said, I love doing this.
Yes.
I speak behind a mic, and I need to put this out there, Chuck. But I just last weekend I'm an ordained minister now.
Really?
Yeah. So I officiated my nephew's wedding. And you talk about and they had asked me a while back, months ago. They said, you can catch attention, you can grab a crowd, you like to speak. You know what? I'm one of those that if I go to a party, if there's a microphone, I'm gonna have that mic in my pocket.
Yes.
You
are the family
when
MC.
you're familiar with quinceañeras, right?
Oh,
the party, people have asked me, "Hey, could you speak during the not necessarily speech, but announce the kids that are coming in, announce the quinceañera, announce, and I said, okay, I'll do that." And then so of course when I did this wedding, it was awesome. I had I don't know, 200 people in front of me, and I froze. I was like, whoa, this is real.
It's different.
It's different in front of people. I could do it in front of a camera. But yeah, anyway, I'm an ordained minister.
Yeah,
so.
That's pretty neat. Yeah, but that's how you start.
Right.
I'm going to give you an example, Cam.
Yeah.
Okay, so, hey, man, he's a professional speaker now, and he's good at what he does. But he had to go through a phase of breaking himself down of all of his tremors and his fears and all of that, which he did it through comedy. You know, he took the stage and, hey, man, you got hecklers and all kind of stuff going at you when you say a bad joke.
Yeah.
You know, so that right there helped shape his strength in speaking.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned speaking and taking the mic. I recently have done pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
I want to kind of like go into public speaking. There's a lot of money to be made in public speaking, and it is a fast, easy way to get a message out to somebody that, I mean, you might never meet or see or anything in your life. So, I don't know, helping people remember. People don't understand what podcasting does. It literally helps people do a lot more than just waste time. Especially the creative content. People think it's easy for us to go and find guests and create questions and go through a certain order of questioning. Nah, it's not.
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
You do it because
it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, you do it because you want to use it as a platform to help other people do something. You know, in your case, you guys are doing it because you want to help hold on to the memories of family and moments that some of them might be bad, but remember when Uncle Joey did this, and dang, I remember that.
Right.
Even if someone might be listening and they might be resentful,
just the audio,
just think of someone resentful of another family member, and they just going through you know how family go through that rah-rah. Well, just think one of your shows, and you might not ever even witness it or know it, but one incident that you mentioned in one of your episodes might be the trigger that reminds somebody else in the family that, man, that's my family.
Yeah.
You know, I need to chill out, you know?
Right.
So that's why your show, it has so much relevance. It has so much relevance, man. And thank you guys for even stepping up to do, you know, a show. We need more kind of content. We need more people that's willing to make somebody else take some time out in their day to make somebody else's day.
Yeah.
And we do this consistently. Marc's in here every day, and he's not just in doing his thing with you guys. He's doing it with everyone. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they don't keep that in mind, that the podcast ain't just podcasts.
Right.
You might see it and you might, it's just a stupid podcast, and keep rolling. Take a minute to stop and listen, because you just might learn something, or something you might hear might trigger something that you might need it to get back to. So you guys keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate that, man.
The Big Modcast, how can they find you guys?
Go ahead, Marc.
Oh, we're streaming on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google
YouTube.
Podcasts, and YouTube as well. Like you said, every Tuesday at 9 a.m. is when the episodes come out. If there's a delay, it's usually because we got to figure out guests, like you said. Because sometimes, you know, it's a little hard to find guests.
It is.
And, you know, we're kind of going through the transition of, like, you know, it's cool to have family. And it's a lot, you know, the main part of it is family, you know, these family memories. You know, but we're branching out, bringing on some more collective people who aren't necessarily have the same memories as us, but have memories of the same time.
Yeah.
Different stories are, you know, always helpful. Because, you know, like my dad loves to help people, you know, like an older generation, like, oh, your kids, a lot of, you know, and I've said this before, because a lot of kids don't believe the stories that their parents may tell them because they just sound too outlandish, or just like, no way that happened.
Yeah.
Come on, Chuck. See, I was a breakdancer back in the day. I'm sure you've seen some of those.
You got a good cold ass windmill on.
Yeah, and I'm sure you probably did your part out there.
I had cardboard boxes all on my back.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you
Taped
moved it
together and
and
all.
you moved it to the
the sidewalk
Yeah,
in the back.
and-
Hey man, we moved to the playground. We even had a competition under the dome monkey bars.
There you go.
Remember that? We had it
Yeah,
inside of the monkey bars.
Hey.
Everybody laying on top.
Oh, that's cool.
Head
Yeah.
spins, windmills.
So then, these guys are hearing all the breakdance stories. And then one of my buddies come on the show and I pulled out a jacket that we used to wear back in the day. I still had that jacket. He put it on and he was like, damn, can't believe you still have this jacket. I said, oh yeah, that was my
That's
pops.
a moment, man.
Yeah. He had a good time on the show as well.
That's
And
a
his
moment.
family members are, like, man, that was awesome. But
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
But you
to
guys
hear
left
the,
so much out, and I'm like,
So why
there's
didn't
got
you
to be
guys-
part twos.
They got space right here. You guys
Yeah,
gotta put the
do a routine?
cardboard out, man.
Oh, man.
Just did a headspan, man.
Yeah. Hell, I was just at a birthday party just over the weekend, and the DJ knows who I am, and he starts throwing in a little bit of African Bombada and the Soul Sonic Force. Throws.
Man.
I'm like, dude, what are you trying to do? They know. There's some DJs out there. They say, oh yeah, watch this. Put on some
Dude, Joe is-
Nucleus. Jam on it.
Damn on it, dude.
So they put that music on, and they all of a sudden I feel it. It's just, yeah, it's
They
just,
did that down in El Paso, huh?
they everywhere.
Man, boy.
Yeah,
That's and that type of stuff, those are memories.
yeah,
That right there, man. That's why people ask us why you do things, why you do this stuff. And dude, at the end of the day, it feels good.
yeah,
At the end of every episode, after you end it, you feel good that you got through it. You feel good that somebody else's story got out, or some memories were made. And like I say,
yeah.
just to record this stuff.
Yeah.
I remember Esai said a long time ago when you guys were still over at the house, he said his daughter, the crazy thing
right.
about this is we recording this, and once it goes out, that's
It's
it.
out there.
It's
Yeah.
out there. And
yeah.
years later, this stuff's going to resurface in
Right.
so many different ways that it's a memory, and that's what we're doing. So make them and hold on to them and stick them and bring in as many family members, bring in some people, make new friends, create new stories. I mean, do what you got to do.
Yeah, just like our sponsor Joe Spinello, he that guy had so many great stories, and he kept teasing us. Oh, I got more for you. I'm like, Joe, I know.
You can't fill it all in sometimes a 2 hour. If we had the time to go, we could sit there all day.
So I said, dude, we could come in like on a Saturday and we could just document for 6 hours. We could sit down for 6 hours and he could just tell stories. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna bring my dad in.
What's his name?
Joe
Spinello.
Joe Spinello Tales.
Yeah, and his
Do a
dad.
whole line.
He's even like, hey, my dad's got some stories for you. I'm gonna bring my dad in. I said, both of you guys can sit down. We could talk.
That's what's up, man.
Just put it all out there for their grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's the best part. I mean, because I can't wait till one day, I'm a dad myself, and your grandpa, your grandma was someone else. It was something else back in his day.
Yeah. Check this out.
So
This is something you can do. Keep you busy.
Yeah, so like you said earlier, we had the video cameras and we recorded, we documented on these little beta tapes or the little 8mm, and I still have all of that. When these guys were little, but now we got this.
For them.
And and I always tell this guy, and I always tell Esai, my nephew, I'm like, I appreciate what you guys have done. With you too. I know you're a big part of this organization as well.
I'm a little part. They're the big part. Because like I said, they're driving us. Look at it. Look how the tables turn.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be influencing them,
Right.
and they influencing us. And that's why I say we're accepting of that.
Right.
And that's how you make it better when everyone's learning from everyone.
Yeah.
And I know I tell them some jewels. I know I drop jewels. I try to tell Esai as much as I can possibly tell him that I would tell my younger self, because I don't have a younger self to tell.
Right.
So I tell it to the younger ones, and you don't give it to them for them to just use it. You give it to them to contemplate and put it in the back. So if you need that extra knowledge for something, I remember Chuck said this. Let me give it a shot. If it helps you out, dude, I did my job. Yeah. And that's why it's good to see a father and son, work together. And it's good to see the son driving the father. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because, dude, I got to admit, you guys look good together. Your episodes are, you got a mix of that. Dude, you guys keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, I wish I had that type of relationship with my own son. And to see you guys work together like you guys do, and like I said, you bringing in not just Mark
will bring Chris, yeah.
and then you're bringing everyone else, and you guys, Big Modcast is on to some big stuff, and
I appreciate that. Thank
for
you.
you guys who aren't following that, hey man, get on this show and check them out, because they're going to give you some ideas on how to keep your family going, how to keep your family together, and that's in this day and time, man, with the way things are changing with the world. It's kind of hard to distinguish family from friend. So keep doing what you guys are doing. Before I go, though,
Okay.
Mark know the drill. He's done it like, 2 or 3 times already?
I hear it all the time. I already know. I'm in
Every
here.
time. I always have my guests leave the viewers and audience with something positive. What do you got that you can leave for the audience?
Man, what do you think, Mark?
It's up to you, man.
Yeah, something positive. Yeah. You know what? It's one of those, just like this podcast, you got your family, you got your friends, you guys make memories out there, and we got to just somehow just stay together, just make memories. It's what we're doing. It's what we're doing nowadays, with young or old, you got to keep doing what you're doing, You know what I'm saying? It's family. Family's important. Family's really important. Family and friends. Just got to stay positive. Everybody's got to stay positive, and just even like you said, the way the world is working right now, you just got to push forward. Get through this.
Yeah, you do, man.
It's because it's a mess out there.
It is.
And
It's a mess, dude. But
yeah.
you just gotta keep pushing the good stuff.
Yeah.
There's people pushing the bad stuff, but influence. You gotta influence others to push the good stuff. What do you say, Mark?
To keep in theme with what we're saying is more than just making memories as well. You gotta talk about them. When does a memory die? When you stop talking about it.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So life's too short. If you got some people that you think you've already burned that bridge, try and make it work out. Especially in terms of family, man. Like we got everybody's like the world's crazy, man. People are coming and going. You need to talk to them before they're gone.
Yeah. It's sad to say. Just last Tuesday, I lost a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
He got real sick on us, and he passed away. And and it's tough.
It's crazy, man. We are not promised,
right?
But we are promised. We are promised the end date. So, and with that being said, this is just an experience that we're living. So we're only here for the moment.
Right.
How long of the moment it is, we don't even get to choose. We get to choose to a certain extent, but we really don't get to choose.
Yeah.
So time is always against us. A lot of people don't, you got the person that works real hard out there, and they work hard, and they're just trying to get to that $1 billion, and that $1 billion is so they can buy their time back. And when you say family, when you say memories, this is all tying back to time.
Yeah.
Reach back out. Reach out to those people. And, you just never know how much time you got. So if you got somebody out there that you think you've messed up with, like Mark said, and you just want to at least have another starting chance, hey man, reach out and reconnect, because family, man, family is everything. Family is all you got. You come here with family, and when you leave, who's there when you go? Family. So reach back out, y'all. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming on the show.
Appreciate it. And real quick, you're doing a hell of a job as well. This is awesome. Man. You're what episode are we now?
34.
Yeah,
34. Yeah, that's awesome.
34, dude.
Keep pushing.
Like I say, man, I wouldn't. Someone who's been here with me the whole time, just like you, man, your son, and like I said, I look at these kids like they're my nephews for real, because, dude, I really don't have to ask a lot at all. it's already like pretty much done.
Yeah.
The hardest part is just like you said, getting the guests and getting the right content, right material on your show that you can actually utilize and it can actually help someone, because you don't want to really get to bogging your shows down with stuff that's too irrelevant. Well, that word don't exist, but irrelevant. So you want to keep things relevant in your show. But dude, you guys are on to something. Like I said, all the way down to the look, to the content of the show, the structure of the show, the meaning of the show. I think it'll go real, real far. And like you said, man, stay on the throne, dude.
For sure.
That throne, man. But thank you guys both for coming on the show.
Appreciate it, man.
We gotta hang out a little more.
Definitely
Gotta hang out a little more.
Definitely. And I'm definitely going to bring you on the show, man. I want to hear about this Chuck from back in the day, man. That's what the memories are for.
I need to have a man's night down in the man cave.
Okay.
And
you know how to get a hold of
Mark,
me.
you ain't never been there, huh?
I know we keep talking about it.
Yeah,
You've never been there?
No, I think Eastside's been there a bunch,
I haven't.
but y'all need to come and hang out, man. Now I got to
Let's
redo
do
my
it
pool
up.
table. I got to still redo the pool table, but man, I don't know if you cornhole, but we
Do it up.
have fun.
I want to hear.
Get a little wild.
I want to hear.
Too wild for this show.
Hey, but I want to hear some of those mixtapes though.
And I do got some. Matter of fact, send me your number. I'll send you all the stuff I got. I'm
right.
serious, man. I got some stuff wild though. This stuff.
Yeah.
Can't,
No, I did
First
it.
Cup KC will never hear it.
First KKC.
That was the old me. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But,
I totally
no, man,
get
when
that.
you have fun, you grow up, you change, and you help change the world. And that's all that matters, and that's all we're doing. We're trying to help change the world for people. But thank you guys again for coming on the show, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, guests out there, for attending another episode of the First Cup KC. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week.
Yeah.
And like always, stay positive, people.